Need some help with your nonprofit? I mean, as you know, time and money aren't always on our side, particularly for nonprofits who are always looking for new and innovative ways to bring in money and have to watch how it's spent. Hi, I'm Markeisha, and today we're going to talk about some creative workflow solutions that are effective while not being expensive. With Jotform, you'll find just that. We'll look at how you can use one of our customizable online forms and have it automatically flow into Jotform Tables. Then we will show you some of the templates, like our business budget template, that will help your process go smoothly. Let's get into it. We started off talking about nonprofits' need to bring in the money, but also use it carefully. So we have to get creative. One of the problems is that the solutions you often want are on the higher end of your budget or just plain out of reach. On the flip side, if you opt for more affordable solutions, you may have to use several of them at once. With Jotform, you are not going to break the bank, settle for less, or need to use other software solutions. Once you gather information from one of our customizable online forms, the information will automatically flow into Jotform Tables. There, you can easily organize, track, analyze, and share information in a way that works for you. Essentially, Jotform Tables creates a powerful but flexible team collaboration tool without having to use another software. Similar to Jotform's online forms, you have control over almost every aspect of Jotform Tables. An example is how your data is displayed. You can add new rows and columns with Jotform Tables' default table view without altering the original data stored in your account. We all know spreadsheet tools can be frustrating when you're managing anything other than numerical data, such as names, addresses, attachments, and email addresses. Not only does Jotform automate collecting and organizing data, it also enables you to decide how you want that information displayed. It is even possible to carry out complex calculations and populate columns with data from any of your other online forms or tables. If you do not want to view the material in a spreadsheet-like format, you can display your data from submitted forms in a calendar with a customizable report or as cards. Accessing submitted information through your forms, like photos, resumes, and applications, is easy with Jotform Tables. Jotform Tables makes it easy to share information. Jotform Tables is available to all Jotform users, even those with free starter plans. When a simple spreadsheet is not enough, Jotform Tables can bring your team collaboration and project management workflow to the next level. Let's look at some of the cool Jotform Tables templates that will keep your workflow running smoothly and efficiently. Every single penny counts. Budgets exist to help you understand what your organization's expenses will be over the next month or quarter or year. It is vital that you are monitoring them continuously and keeping your costs in check. The Jotform Tables business budget template can help you keep your finances in order and stay aware of any changes that might arise. When volunteers or members of your organization fill out a monthly business expense report form, what they submit will automatically populate in the table it is tied to. Each individual expense will appear as easy-to-spot line items. Say you want to see the information by month. Like other Jotform tables, you can add new tabs or use the filtering feature. There's even a useful column that uses a simple formula to automatically calculate any difference between estimated costs reported in a monthly business expense report form and the actual amounts reported later on. Let's face it, there are a lot of organizations vying for your attention and donations. That's why it's so important to keep donors, volunteers, and community members up to date on all of your hard work. Part of that process is collecting contact details from people who want to hear from you. Once you have that data, you need to organize it somehow and segment your audiences. After all, you want to create specific messages that might apply to specific audiences. With the Jotform Tables email list template, you're not only able to raise awareness and generate interest, but also gain support for any upcoming events or initiatives. When someone fills out a newsletter subscription form, all that information populates in the email list table. You can also use Jotforms to analyze the success of your lead generation and other communications. This can be done through the Reports View tab, automatically creating an informative, professional report with graphs and charts. In a nonprofit, while you do rely on monetary donations to keep your organization running, you also need loyal volunteers who are willing to further your cause. This requires their time, effort, and skills. But just recruiting these people is not all you must do. Your organization needs a workflow in place that allows volunteers to make a difference. This is where Jotform's volunteer sign-up template comes in. It streamlines the process by showing you who your volunteers are, how they can help, what skills they might have, and where they're located. As with all Jotform tables, when volunteers fill out the volunteer application form that is tied to the template, this information auto-populates. Want to see who is available to work a certain event? As with other templates, the volunteer sign-up templates have multiple tabs and filters. While the volunteer sign-up sheet tells you who can help and where, your organization must have a way to document their contributions. The Jotform Tables Volunteer Timesheets template enables you to keep track of what was done and when by the volunteers. So when a volunteer completes their shift, they can fill out the volunteer hours log sheet. The data automatically goes in the table. This is extremely helpful if certain volunteers are compensated for their time. The formula feature in Jotform Tables can calculate their pay automatically in a new column, erasing the problem of manual data entry errors. What about donations? Donations can come in many ways. Some prefer to donate money while others prefer to give their time and energy. Maybe others want to give away possessions to others who could use them, or they may want to buy new items that other people really need or want. As all these generous donations flow through your organization to people who need them, you have to have an efficient way to keep track of it all. Jotform Tables' donation list template can streamline this process. When donors fill out an item donation form, their information automatically flows into this table. It is great when an individual donor contributes to your cause, but one way to secure a relatively stable and predictable source of money is to apply for grants. These can come from government agencies, foundations, and even other nonprofits. But applying for grants is not easy. Your teams will probably be writing many applications and follow the process from start to finish. The Jotform Table Grant Tracking Template helps manage the process and ensures that nothing gets lost along the way. Since these tables are easy to collaborate on, colleagues with the right permissions can also add important information to the table or make changes anytime. This table allows you to see what actions have already been taken and the status of an application. Let's move on to another table. When someone buys something out of pocket for work, there needs to be a frictionless process to process and track these expenses. Yet again, Jotform has a table that can save the day, the expense reimbursement template. When employees fill out the expense report form, all these details will be in the expense reimbursement table it's tied to. Want to display the individual expense reimbursement in another way? You can see them in a card or calendar to see even more specific details, like when a purchase was made and when reimbursement is due. Not too long ago, things like direct mail, email newsletters, and print advertisements used to be all you needed to generate interest in one of your organization's initiatives. But today, we tend to look more to social media for information. So sharing on social media platforms is becoming more important than ever. The Jotform Tables social media calendar template makes sure your message shows up in the right place at the right time. When team members fill out the social media content request form, details of that request will populate in the social media calendar in Jotform's tables. This enables you to keep everything organized. If you need it, you can add new tabs to the table or view in the calendar view. Let's look at one last template. With recent events, namely COVID-19, in-person events became less common. However, organizations have gotten creative and are now holding these events online. While events can be all fun and games for the attendees, they can be very stressful to plan, especially when it comes to gathering and organizing registration information. That's where the Jotform Tables event sign-up template helps. It frees up your time to focus on more important tasks. When attendees fill out the virtual event registration form, all their submitted information will connect to the table. During the virtual event, If you want to view more information from the attendees, you can generate a report with valuable tidbits, such as where they live, what their job is, and how they pay to attend. When you're on a short budget and don't have a lot of time, Jotform Tables is an all-in-one solution that can use the data you have already collected from online forums and create a project management tool at no additional cost to you. Jotform Tables is a flexible and robust tool to accommodate your workflow, whether you're planning an event or raising money for a cause. Today, we took a look at how Jotform Tables can help your nonprofit. We look specifically at 9 templates that can make your job so much easier. Those templates were business budgets, email lists, volunteer sign-up sheets, volunteer timesheets, donation lists, grant tracking, expense reimbursements, social media calendars, event sign-up sheets. If you haven't already done so, give Jotform Tables a try today. See how they're helping nonprofits refine their workflow and do more with data. I'm Markeisha with Jotform. I'll see you soon.